Super quick show of hands. Who supports cutting programs that provide food to babies, children, and the elderly, and then giving the money instead to these guys who zip tie children, babies, and the elderly? Oh, does that sound rage baity to you? I'm just getting started. Wait until you hear that Republicans want people who have children, ages 8, 9, and 10, to leave them home alone so they can go work. But Casey, that can't possibly be true. It's 2025 and Republicans are in charge. Logic and reason went out the window a while ago. I know it's boring. I know it's boring, but people are going to starve. People are going to go hungry, and those people are going to be babies, they're going to be children, and they're going to be the elderly. So let me show you where these provisions are. You can go do your research, and then you can share this information with other people, and more importantly, contact your senators. Jazz hands. Taylor Swift. I don't know how to make it interesting. I'm trying my best. Please stay. Okay, we start here. So the budget bill, Trump's spending bill, is going to cut $300 billion from SNAP benefits over the course of like 10 years. I can give you a lot of fancy numbers that you're not going to remember, but at the end of the day, the people who receive these types of monies do so because they need it to feed their families. There's not excess and waste in these areas. One of the big problems we have is that our president is a felon and he couldn't afford his lawyers and he didn't want to go to jail, so he had to run to be president of the United States. And in order to do that, he had to tell a lot of lies. And one of those lies was that he was going to cut $1 trillion in spending, in wasteful spending. But the problem is there isn't $1 trillion of wasteful spending to cut. And because Republicans know that y'all get really judgy about people who take government assistance, that's where they're going to start. Then they're going to go for Social Security and other things that they call entitlements. But that's for another video. So what happens when you cut big amounts of money from bills that feed children is that children go hungry. Those aren't the people scamming your government. The billionaires are. The Republicans don't want to tax their friends, the billionaires, so instead they're going to take bread away from Sarah, the orphan over there, and a lot of other kids that look like her, and senior citizens and the people who are the most vulnerable. Somehow, even more absurd than that, this bill changes the age of dependency from children under 18 to children under 7. For reference, this is now before, if you had children under the age of 18, you weren't required to participate in any kind of work training programs. You received the benefits to feed your kids and family. Now, under this Republican plan, if you have children under the age of 7, you can stay home and you can receive those benefits. If you have children over the age of 7, you will be required to attend job training programs in order to receive assistance paying for your food. If you want to receive benefits to feed your family and you have children over the ages of 7, you will have to go to do these work training programs and find childcare for those dependents, for your minor children that are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If someone cannot pay for groceries, do you think they can afford a babysitter? Because what happens when you leave your 8-year-old at home so that you can go to your job or job training? I'll give you a hint. It doesn't end well. Republicans will tell you this was a success story. No trauma to find here. And all jokes aside, Republicans will call CPS on your ass. So in addition to taking away the food for your children, they're also going to take away your actual children. Oh, but can't they just go while their kids are in school? That's a great idea, Bill. But guess what? Schools aren't year-round. Oh, but shouldn't schools have after-school and summer programs that watch children of parents who need programs like SNAP? Yeah, let's ask the Department of Education. Oh, wait, we can't because Trump wants to defund that too. So, who thought it was a brilliant idea to force parents of small children to go out of the house for job training while they're receiving support to help pay for food for their children? Who thought that was a good idea? I give you the members of the Budget Committee, the Republicans. Behold. Notice any similarities? I had to put all of these into a collage, and I thought I had made duplicates because these people all look alike. They all look like white dudes, except for one lady named Erin down there. And she doesn't look like the kind of woman that's going to advocate against this stupid plan. Plenty of offense to Erin. And by the way, they're cutting all of this from these programs that provide food to babies, children, and the elderly, but they have $858 million to give to ICE for bonuses, just to get people hired and to keep them on the job. That's almost $1 billion just in one department, in one small section of one department. And the problem is, I think when people hear things like this, they think that there's no way it can possibly be true. And then when it happens to them or their neighbors or their friends or family, they're shocked. So I'm out here trying to bring attention to the fact that this has already passed the House. And thankfully, I guess, we have two houses of Congress, right? The House of Representatives and the Senate. So now the Senate will have to vote on this bill, which means that you need to contact your senators and tell them you don't support this measure or any of the other measures that are put into the spending bill that are taking away from necessary programs that help the vulnerable, the babies and the elderly. I cannot do this. I cannot keep doing this for 4 more years. I need your help. Please share this and let your family know that they are at risk if this bill passes, because this bill will impact everyone negatively, unless, of course, you are from a family of billionaires, in which case, you. To everyone not in the 1%, have a great day.